Welcome back to Max Cut. This video is all about my toolbox. You may be asking yourself, why is it at a waterfall? A lot of people are asking me that day. Let me tell you about the toolbox and one of the challenges I had with building it. Because I tipped it into the back of my pickup, everything had to have a home to where it wouldn't move when it was laying on its back, and then also accessible when using it. The reason I built the toolbox is I hate gang boxes, I don't like plastic totes, and I'm not a fan of wearing a tool pouch. And it worked quite well for a while. I'd push it around, and then one day, let's motorize it. And for the time, what I was using was a Makita drill and battery with a reverse polarity switch to drive the motor. And that worked quite well for a long time. And I started taking pictures of it anywhere I was working, especially when I was at the Bell Museum. After years of refining it, getting everything in its best location, and finding limitations, and just really wanting to give it a makeover and make it a little prettier. Plus, I love using these curved pieces I get from a dumpster. So I start by making a new end for it, which ended up being completely worthless and more of a pain in the butt than anything. So I then remake the whole thing, which ended up being less than ideal, to say it politely. That version lasted maybe a month, just long enough to get a picture of the Jolly Green Giant standing on top of it. Around about this time, I also decided enough of the manual steering, let's add the joystick. And that's what this is here. It's all made from plywood from a 1960s Chris Craft. And I used it to move tools as well as haul things and product. Check out the link above to see the video of me using this toolbox to carry in a very big bench down into the U of M. Back to the question, why is my toolbox at a waterfall? Being that I take pictures and video of my toolbox at work, and I'm working in that building that you see behind it, I figured it was only natural. My goal was to take video and make it look like the toolbox was moving on its own. And as I'm watching the video that I got, it's just comical that I was trying to be all sneaky. So I figured, you know what, I'm just going to run it like that. There were some interesting stories of people that I met while there. The first one was the lady in the chair. I didn't say anything to her. She didn't say anything to me until the very end. I went up and I asked her, because I caught her, I saw her watching the whole time, like, did you enjoy the show? And she said, yes, I did, very much, thank you. And then it's these people over here, these women. Now, they were from Illinois and Florida. And they asked me, do you need help? No. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. So it looks like you need help. No, I got it, thanks. What are you doing? Oh, I explained it and, like, are you sure you don't need help? Yes, thank you. Then there was the people, the family taking pictures. Now, I have my tripod set up, and then my toolbox. And for some reason they thought, you know what, let's set up right in between there. I mean, it couldn't have been more obvious I was shooting a video, but now would you like me to get a picture of your whole family? So I took some pictures for him. I'm like, next people were this old couple, and they were from Iowa. And he said, that shirt, that doesn't mean you're a fan of Adam Schiff, does it? I'm like, no sir, it does not. And we talked politics for quite a while and went on our way. So here I am back in South Dakota again, and I might as well go to another place at the falls and try something a little more challenging, because I forgot to bring a charger, and if I'm going to take my toolbox to the waterfall, I better make sure the battery's charged. So I ran and grabbed a charger and talked to this guy for a while, and he said he'd sell me this wheelchair for $50. I'm like, looks pretty rough shape. I'm like, oh, let me think about it. And then I had the idea, I'm like, I know. I'm going to make a new chair and bring it to the falls. So then, that's where we're at. That's the next video, but here's just more of the struggles I had around the falls with my toolbox.